Hi, Gene Sherrard here. Welcome to our online-only feature, Seattle Now and Then 360. Each Now and Then column is accompanied by a 360-degree video, which we invite you to explore while listening to an audio recording of the column itself. This week, we pay a visit to Seattle's historic town hall. Here's Clay Eels with the story.
It bears a square shape, but to me, Town Hall Seattle has always felt round. This derives from its dome, but also from the sensation of sitting in its great hall. Scores of pews, angled in a giant half circle, envelop the stage, bringing performer and audience together as one. Coming to mind are people I've enjoyed seeing there, both nationally known, folk legend Utah Phillips, and a non-singing Linda Ronstadt, and homegrown, speakers at a memorial for newspaperman Emmett Watson, plus this column's own Paul Dorpat and Gene Sherrard in their annual Rogues Christmas show. A focus on people bolstered the vision of Town Hall's founder David Brewster when the nonprofit organization opened in 1999. In cultivating investors, the civic and journalistic entrepreneur conceptualized it as a gathering place for citizens to share music and the music of ideas. To house his idea, Brewster chose the three-floor Roman Revival edifice at 8th and Seneca, the former Fourth Church of Christ Scientist. Built in two stages in 1916 and 1922, more than 40 years before Interstate 5 sliced the site away from downtown proper, it offered an auditorium with room for 1,000, befitting a faith that once drew crowds to its message that prayer can triumph over sickness. It also was among several local Christian Science churches yielding to new owners and uses as congregations declined. Initially, Brewster wanted to rename the building Landmark Hall, but it was not yet an official city landmark. That happened in 2012. Having grown up near New York City and familiar with its town hall, Brewster decided to adapt the more down-to-earth moniker for Seattle, and his vision took flight. In the ensuing 2 decades, Town Hall has drawn more than 1.5 million attendees to nearly 7,000 events, featuring artists and scholars, musicians and presidential candidates, as the saying goes, thinkers and doers. To remain viable and withstand earthquakes for decades to come, Town Hall just finished a 2-year, $35.5 million interior renovation, improving its underpinnings in ways that are largely and intentionally invisible, while also enhancing sound and upgrading ancillary rooms. Matt Alf's principal architect sums it up. We wanted to keep the building's soul. That soul returns to full bloom this September during a 40-event homecoming festival. Ware Harmon, executive director since 2005, says it exemplifies an ongoing mission to provide low or no-cost tickets to a kaleidoscope of events dreamed up by hundreds of local producers and organizations. It's a quest that touches him personally. Town Hall truly speaks to the highest aspirations of this community because it inspires creativity, activism, and civic engagement, he says. The chance to help a place that's founded on preserving and celebrating those values has been irresistible. For our then view, this undated photo of the Fourth Church of Christ Scientist looks southwest from the corner of 8th and Seneca, sometime before the 1968 demolition and reconstruction of neighboring First Presbyterian Church, whose own dome peeks out at the left.